Unfriggin' believable.
What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim, back with another quick video, and today we're taking a look at the BlizzCon 2018 merchandise sale. Now, I'm a huge fan of BlizzCon. My wife and I have gone to 3 separate BlizzCons over the years, and I love it. One of the perks of getting the virtual ticket, not attending in person this year, is that you have early access to the store. Now, a lot of these items sell out rather quickly. So if you don't have the virtual ticket and it's something you really want, you may want to buy the virtual ticket so that you can get it. If nothing else, when the store goes live, for people who don't have a virtual ticket or the actual ticket to the event, you want to be there bright and early to click on what you want. But I like to go through these merchandise sales from time to time just to see what they have, because every year BlizzCon has a new theme, which really is just all of BlizzCon, all the different characters. But depending on the game that's coming out, or depending on some of the announcements you're going to see, sometimes the merchandise varies. And it's neat to see kind of what the price on these things are, because they are hard to get, because they are somewhat limited in quantities, and because this will really be it for the year. BlizzCon is really the time when Blizzard releases new merchandise. So if, throughout the year they don't really release too much stuff. So I already did a video on the Goodie Bag before. I'm going to skip over that, but there you can see the Goodie Bag. They have a pin set, which I think is kind of neat. I'm not going to go through every one of these items, by the way, just a few that I think stand out to me. I have a bag that's Fallout gear. It's all, actually I should say it's all Bethesda stuff. So from the Bethesda event that I went to during E3 2 years ago, all the different Bethesda pins that I collect, I have a bag for that. And I also have a Blizzard bag, which is a really cool bag where I put different pins on there. So I like to pick up these pin sets because it is different characters from the franchise. It fills out the bag on the cover. It's kind of got like a folding flap on the top. It's kind of neat. So I'll probably pick this one up. They always have an official Blizzard lanyard, which is kind of neat. You have your hats, your backpacks. This year's mouse mat, we'll go ahead and take a look at that. This is actually really, really cool. I like this a lot. I don't know if you can make it bigger. I guess they're a little bit bigger at least. So that's the official key art. You'll see this image quite a bit throughout the years. The key art is always kind of neat because it's kind of like a celebration of those particular heroes. You can see some Hearthstone cards floating around. You got McCree. You got Diablo. I don't know if that's Thrall or not. I've been out of Warcraft for a while. I'm guessing that's Thrall, maybe with the braids. You got some StarCraft characters over here. I think that's actually really cool key art. So the mouse mat is a pretty large, let's see if I can click off this to go back to the side, the dimensions on it. Does it show the dimensions here? It's a 14.5 inches by 35 inches, which is really, really cool. I have an oversized mouse mat upstairs where I have my steering wheel at for my racing games of Diablo 3. I will probably pick this up just to put it on my desk downstairs because it's just really, really cool to look at. And you'll notice that a lot of the gear actually does get based on the key art, and a lot of the criticism of the event will be based on what people thought of the key art. So you'll see this on the shirts, the mouse mats, mugs, posters, etc. So that's kind of neat. They've released the Series 4 Cupid Deadlies, which is really, really neat. I love collecting these. Of course, the drawback with a blind box is you don't always necessarily know what you're going to get. So if you really wanted Trobjorn, for example, but you end up drawing a Diva, you might not be as happy. But I see a nice spread of characters across here. Usually my wife and I will buy 2 or 3 of them to pick some up. Maybe we'll get lucky and maybe get the really cool one. Looks like Arthas is over here. Greymane, that would be a neat one. Got Genji. I believe that's Deckard Cain right there. I don't know what that little dragon on his thing is. I'm not 100% sure that's Deckard Cain, but that's a really cool one too. So they got the blind bags, which they're bringing back this year, which I think is a really good touch. Got some neat posters. A lot of Diablo stuff this year. There's been a lot of speculation that there will be a new Diablo game this year, at least one unveiled. I've been hearing some leaks online that it'll be an open world game. It'll be called Diablo World of Sanctuary, potentially Diablo 4. It's nice to see some Diablo love. There are years that go by where there are not a lot of featured items from each franchise, which is highly disappointing, Diablo being one of my particular favorites. I have really fond memories of playing that game. So it's cool they got a little representation here as well. They got a really cool Hearthstone Adventure backpack, which I think looks really cool when it's full. I'd be curious what it looks like when it's not full, but it's just got a very distinct look to it with the 2 straps going over the top and the Hearthstone logo. And I like that backpack a lot. I don't need another backpack, but if I didn't have one, this would probably be one I'd pick up. It looks really, really cool. I thought that was something that was worth drawing a little bit of attention to. You got some pretty cool Halo Championship Series, you know, the global championship, basically, all the different shirts there. I'm sorry, did I say Halo? Hearthstone. No, Heroes. Oh, God. Heroes. I got Halo on the brain. You got some really nice hero stuff here. Then you get into Overwatch stuff, which usually dominates the, which dominates it because it is the most popular game right now. Maybe World of Warcraft may have more viewers or players, but definitely Overwatch is the game right now. So a little bit of attention to Diva. That's really kind of neat. You got some Mercy, some Reaper love there as well. But you saw how quickly I scrolled through the Heroes of the Storm and the Diablo merchandise. You can see the comparison between that and the Overwatch merchandise, which is many, many lines long. Really neat Wrecking Ball limited art print. That could be something that's really cool to display. It is a matte finish. It's an 8x18. Limited to 500 with a certificate of authenticity. And there is Hammond pointing forward, ever vigilant. That's something that's neat. I love Blizzard art. My entire office is actually decorated in Blizzard art. So that's actually a really, really nice looking piece. Might pick that up. You have different types of backpacks here. A Mercy backpack, that's actually kind of cool. Here's some StarCraft stuff. Not very much, though, unfortunately. StarCraft has not been getting the love it deserves. So you got a really interesting looking Tychus poster. If you guys remember the drama with Tychus having to remove his cigar on the box art of the Wings of Liberty, the first StarCraft 2 game. Looks like they've decided to go 180 on that, and they put the cigar back in Tychus's mouth where he belongs. Tychus Finley, one of the coolest characters in StarCraft. I really like that poster. But then you jump right into World of Warcraft stuff. That was it. You got some statues here. Another limited art print, which is kind of neat. So it looks like that's something that they're starting to embrace. Already sold out of the Admirals Pendant. Look at this, out of stock. Now, this sale went live 3 hours ago, guys. That's how fast this stuff sells out. This is the Lord Admirals Pendant. I'm not entirely sure. It may be out of stock because they haven't come in yet. This doesn't seem like something that is this... I don't know. This doesn't seem like it's something that would sell out of stock quickly. So that might be a glitch in the system in terms of why it's already sold out. I'm not really sure. Some hats, water bottles, etc. So pretty good spread of stuff, I have to say. Really quite a lot. I went through it kind of quickly, but my wife and I always have a tradition. She's on travel. She'll be home later tonight, of going through the store together, picking out some gear, and buying quite a bit. So there may be another video in the future of unboxing some of the merchandise that we've picked up. But if you're a fan of Blizzard and it means as much to you as it does to me, you probably already know about the sale going on. But for everybody else that doesn't, who just stumbled across my channel, or some of the other subscribers who are curious what this is about, very revered franchises by Blizzard, by far the most iconic game developing studio that I am aware of. It's very important to me personally, and a lot of good memories with their games. So I will definitely be investing in this year. But just wanted to show you guys the pre-sale. If you do not have a virtual ticket, or you do not have a ticket to the actual event, you will be able to actually access the site. This isn't behind a paywall or anything like that. They've done that in the past. You just won't be able to add it to your cart, that's all. So you can still click on it, look at it, think about things you might be interested in, but obviously if you click on it, it's not going to take you to the product description page that I just showed you guys. It's going to ask you for your login. You're going to log in. It's going to say, hey, you don't have access. Come back in a week or whatever. So there you guys have it. A quick look at everything BlizzCon 2018. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.